Good morning, fishing fans from beautiful Zavala, Texas, Ken Smith Fishing World Headquarters. So as you can see, the Ranger's loaded up. You may not remember, or I may not have talked about it, but when I got the new Pro XS, nobody knew how to, the water pressure, the smart gauge didn't read the water pressure. And the folks at Texas Boat World didn't know how to fix that, and neither did anybody at Mercury. So that's fixed now. You can see I have unloaded the boat, which is a little bit ridiculous now. Not all of that, but those rods pretty much were all in the boat. So maybe a little bit of an illness. But anyway, so I've loaded it up and we're headed back to Texas Boat World to let them fix that since my season's over for now. We'll be back down again in a couple of weeks. We're going to fish the last man standing from Outlaw Outdoors. I think that'll be a lot of fun. But I promised a Rayburn update. And I got down here yesterday afternoon early enough to sneak out on the water for a little while. And I'll tell you, I had heard that the rattle trap bite was on. And I tried to get a rattle trap bite, and I didn't. I did not get a rattle trap bite. But in about the last 2 hours, I probably caught him. By the way, I was in a hurry, so of course I forgot my camera. But in about the last 2 hours, I caught probably 15 fish up to 4 pounds. On a swim bait, and I was using the same swim bait you guys saw me use before. I'm using that big Yamamoto swim bait on a swing belly on an owner hook that's got the spinner swinging off the belly, and I had a ball. I mean, it was just a great maybe hour and a half of fishing. I also caught some fish just flipping a Cinco around. The lake level has come back up a little bit. It's up about 2 feet low, so it's come up almost a half a foot in the last week from the rains. So hopefully they're going to let a little bit of water get back in the lake. I didn't burn 5 gallons of gas, and I live in Zavala, so you can kind of figure out the areas of the lake I fished in, and it was really, really good fishing. So it should just get better over the next few weeks as the water cools down. I know the college boys are over on Toledo, and they're struggling a little bit, but the fish are biting on Rayburn. I've also got to give a shout out. I'm wearing my buddy Kevin's hat from FabTech up in Arkansas. I reached out to him to help me develop a logo for Ken Smith Fishing. And not only did he help me develop a logo, he made something for me. And Kevin, this is the coolest thing anybody's ever made for me. So I'm going to show you guys what Kevin's made. I haven't figured out where I'm going to hang it yet, but this is awesome cool. So that's my Rayburn report. Lots and lots of shallow bites, and that's all I did, guys. I ran 4 or 5 shallow drains with grass. I ran them, 2 of them first with the trap, caught 1 little fish, and then I started throwing that swim bait and started getting bit, and then I went back over them with the trap again and didn't get bit again. I don't think the water's quite cold enough for the trap bite to really be on. So let me show you what Kevin made for me, and I'm going to get on the road, get the Ranger back over to Cliff and the boys at Texas Boat World and get everything fixed up, so we'll be ready to roll for the Outlaw Outdoors shootout. And by the way, if you don't know about this tournament yet, it's the first weekend of December, and I think there's only 36 teams in the tournament. It was a very small field. I think they filled it up in like 15 minutes is what I heard. But Friday night before the tournament at the stump down on the south end of the lake, there's going to be a Calcutta. So even though I'm pretty sure, even though you're not in the tournament, you can come and bid on one of the teams in the tournament, try to win some money. Kind of betting on the guys. If you ever played in a golf, Calcutta, it's going to be basically the same thing. So this is a different spin on tournament fishing, but I'm really looking forward to it. And we'll be back down in a week or 2 to practice, and then we'll be down for that tournament that weekend. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Let me show you my sign. This is way cool. So if there was such a thing as a big unveiling, that is the new Ken Smith Fishing, I guess, logo. And it is way cool. It's about 3 feet by 2 feet. He's a sheet metal guy, and they designed it, cut it out. You can see it's raised. There's a black backing behind it, so it's just, so that front piece is aluminum that they've cut out and powder coated, and then behind it is the a black piece to make it stand out. Kev, man, I love it. That is so cool. It's going to take up a place of prominence here at World Headquarters when I'm back down here and get a little input from the wife on where it's going to look best. So Awesome, man. I love it. I appreciate it so much, guys. All right, again, thanks for tuning in, and please subscribe if you don't. We'll see you on the lake.